Very good morning, dear students. Let's start with the next point of our lesson, components of the food. Already we have learned about the two types of the nutrient in the last video, that is carbohydrates and protein. Yes or no? Carbohydrates, they are also called as an energy giving food, while proteins are called as a bodybuilding food. Let's move to the next point, that is the next nutrient is fats. Next nutrient is fat. Fat is also the energy giving food. Fats are also called as an energy giving food. Fats gives more energy than as compared to the carbohydrates. Fats gives us more energy as compared to the carbohydrates. Now what are the sources, from which sources we can get the fat? Yes, the fats we can get from the plants as well as from the animals. For example, butter, ghee, cheese, this all things we get it from the fats. Then which type of the nutrient we milk, butter, cheese, the gives that they gives us fat. But excess intake of the fats, excess intake of the fats can be stored in a body fat. If we are having a lot amount of the fats such as ghee, butter, milk, if you are taking intake of large amount of this food product, then this excess fat, it can be stored in the body fat. It can store in the body fat, and this body fat, or we can say the fat stored in the body, causes obesity. It causes obesity. Are you getting? Then there is one activity of the to taste the presence of fat. Yes or no? Can you see the activity on the page number 13? See, there is one activity to taste the presence of the fat. Now if you will take a groundnut on the paper, you can see, you can get an oil, or the paper will get a transparent. Yes or no? The paper you can see little bit transparent. So in that way we can see that there is a presence of the fat in the particular substance, in the particular food sample. Are you getting this? So in this way we can taste the presence of fats. Are you getting? But if you will have the excess amount of the fats, it is going to cause the obesity, and because of the obesity there will be the lot amount of the problems such as high BP, heart disorder. Are you getting this? If you will have the large amount of the fat in our body, it is going to cause an obesity, the amount, and it is also going to increase the cholesterol in our body. As the cholesterol is going to increase, as the cholesterol is going to increase in our body, it is going to it will get deposited in the blood vessel. This cholesterol is going to get into deposited in the blood vessel, and thickening of the blood vessel leads to the reduction of the flow of the blood. Are you getting? And this may affect our heart disorder. This may also affect our heart disorder. Are you getting this? So excess amount of the fats is going to cause us obesity. So the next type of the nutrient is vitamin. Vitamins and minerals, they are also called as a protective food. They are also called as a protective food. Are you getting this? Why they are protective food? Because they fight against diseases. Vitamins and minerals, they are called as a protective food because they fight against diseases. Are you getting? Then if we will take a vitamins, if we will have the vitamins in a small amount, then our body, it is going to function, it is going to protect our body. Then there are the different types of the vitamins such as vitamin A, B, C, D, E and K. These are the different types of the vitamins which are found, and each vitamin, these different types of the vitamin function have a different function. They perform a different function. Vitamin A performs different function, B perform different function. So all the vitamins perform a different function. So let's learn from the textbook. You can see on the page number 14, you can see this table. Let's learn them. So if you will see the vitamin A, from where do we get the vitamin A? From green leafy vegetable, carrot, fish, oil, papaya, mango. And what is the function of it? What is the function of the vitamin? The function of the vitamin A is maintaining the health, eyesight and healthy skin. Then next is vitamin B. Vitamin B is also called as a complex, vitamin B complex. Vitamin B complex. Which are the sources of vitamin B? From where we get? From green leafy vegetable, eggs, meat, milk, whole grain cereal, rice, wheat, nut. And what is the function of vitamin B? It helps in a proper functioning of digestive system and also the heart, nervous and muscles. Then next type of the vitamin is vitamin C. Now what is the function of vitamin C? From where do we get from vitamin C? Vitamin C is also called as a citric acid. What is the another name of the vitamin C? It is also called as a citric acid. Okay. Then what is the function? We get from the amla, lemon, orange, tomato, guava, green leafy vegetable, green chili. And what is the function of that? It is necessary for keeping the teeth, gums healthy. It helps a body to fight against diseases. Then the last is vitamin D. This vitamin D, the next is vitamin D. Vitamin D, we can get it from the sun. We can get it from the sun. Okay. So let's learn the function, sources and function. Vitamin D, we get it from milk, egg, fish, butter, fish. Vitamin D is also prepared in our body when the skin is exposed to the sunlight. And what is the function of it? Essential for the normal growth of bones and teeth. It is also for the functioning of the normal growth. Are you getting this? So nowadays, insufficient of vitamin D causes the many health deficiency diseases problem because of the lack of vitamin D. Are you getting this? So I hope you have understood the two types of nutrient, that is fats and vitamin. Are you getting this? Then the next type of the nutrient is minerals. I have already told you that vitamins and minerals, they both are called as a protective food. Why they are called as a protective food? Because they help to fight against diseases. Now there are the different types of the minerals such as calcium, phosphorus, iodine, iron. These are very important minerals which are important for our body and for the proper functioning of the growth. Now you can see the table which is given in your book. There are the important minerals such as calcium. Now from where do we get the calcium? What is the function of the calcium? Let's see. You can go through this table. See this table. Now calcium. Calcium we get from the milk, cheese, egg, green leafy vegetable, whole grain, cereal, meat. Then what will be the function of the calcium? Essential for the formation of the hardening of the bones and teeth and plays an important role in a clotting of blood. Then the next mineral which is very important, that is phosphorus. Milk, it gets from milk, cheese, green leafy vegetable, bajra, ragi. These are the sources of the phosphorus. Then what is the function of it? Formation of the strong bones and teeth. The next important mineral is iodine. Iodized salt, seafood, green leafy vegetable, we get the iodine. Then what is the function of it? Essential for the formation of the thyroxine hormone. This hormone controls the physical and mental and sexual development of our body. And the last mineral is iron. We get it from green leafy vegetable, jaggery. And what is the function of it? Essential for the formation of hemoglobin in the body. Are you getting this? So these are the important minerals we have to intake in our body, because the function of the vitamin and minerals is to fight against diseases. Are you getting? I hope you have understood about the fats, vitamins and minerals. In the next video we are going to learn about roughage and water. In the class 5th already we have discussed the nutrients, different types of nutrients, that is carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamin, minerals. These are the nutrients which are important for our body. But along with this we also need roughage and water. They are also the part of our balanced diet. Are you getting? Along with this nutrient we also need roughage and water. We will learn this in the next video. Thank you.